Are you scared of this cow? No? How about the nasty bacteria in its milk that could lead to paralysis? Before the 1800s, drinking milk fresh from a cow was a common practice that is now seen as a risky option. Today, we have the luxury of modern science and pasteurized milk, but to many, the process of pasteurization still remains a mystery. Pasteurization may sound complicated, but really, it's nothing more than heating the milk to a certain temperature for a certain length of time. There are 3 types of pasteurization used for milk. They differ mainly by the temperature the milk is heated at and the length of time it is heated for. The 3 types of pasteurization are high temperature short time, higher heat shorter time, and ultra pasteurization. For high temperature short time pasteurization, the milk is heated to 161 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. This is the most commonly used method in the United States. In the case of higher heat shorter time, the milk can be heated up to 204 degrees Fahrenheit for 0.01 seconds, and ultra-pasteurized milk is heated to 280 degrees for 2 seconds. So what does the heat actually do to the milk? There's a general agreement among scientists that the heat from pasteurization kills certain bacteria in the milk that makes us sick. Bacteria such as Brucella, Campylobacter, Listeria, Salmonella, and E. coli are commonly found in unpasteurized milk and can lead to fever, diarrhea, cramps, paralysis, or even death. A study done by Samia Earlman and her colleagues shows that pasteurization indeed kills enough of these bacteria so we don't get sick. Their research was conducted by collecting 36 samples of unpasteurized milk and 12 samples of pasteurized milk from Blue Nile Dairy Company farms. The samples underwent chemical and microbial testing to determine how much dangerous bacteria was in the unpasteurized milk samples compared to the pasteurized milk. Instead of measuring each kind of bacteria, they measured the amount of coliform bacteria. Coliform bacteria do not directly cause illness, but do act as a red flag for dangerous bacteria. The more coliform bacteria present, the more bad bacteria there are in the milk. Results show that pasteurization causes significant decrease in coliform amounts. Even though most agree that pasteurization makes milk safer, some still insist on risking their health and drink unpasteurized milk. According to the website Real Raw Milk Facts, an awareness website reviewed by scientists and health educators, the bacteria in unpasteurized milk has led to many outbreaks of illness. Our research of one outbreak was conducted at a Connecticut farm in 2008 by Alice Gu and the Connecticut Department of Public Health. The goal was to confirm suspicion that an outbreak of E. coli 0157 was caused by the consumption of unpasteurized milk from the Connecticut farm. To do this, they collected data in 4 different ways. They took stool samples from customers, matched and compared 2 healthy control subjects for every 1 confirmed sick subject, gave surveys about recent exposures, and inspected the milk holding tanks. The stool samples were tested with culture methods to determine which customers were sick with E. coli. 7 people tested positive for E. coli. Each of these 7 people was then matched with 2 healthy control subjects. The researchers compared the subjects by giving them a survey about their recent exposures to a range of food and environments. Then, they performed statistical analysis on the surveys and found that the unpasteurized milk was the only item on the survey that was significantly associated to the illness. Further investigation of the farm revealed the presence of biofilm or living gunk in the milk holding tank and lack of good hygiene from the workers. From these findings, the researchers concluded the unpasteurized milk was contaminated and led to the E. coli outbreak. Some people are still drinking unpasteurized milk because they think it's more nutritious. They believe the heat kills beneficial nutrients along with the bad bacteria. But there is a troubling lack of scientific studies to back them up. In fact, A research review conducted by Jeffrey Lejeune and Pavi Schultz looked at the results from 12 different research experiments and concluded that only trace amounts of nutrients, such as lactose and vitamins, are lost during the process of pasteurization. Knowing all this information, everyone should choose pasteurized milk.